Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is Mason Minnich. He's a senior here at Mount Union studying sport business, and he's going to be talking about his summer internship.
Hi Mason, thanks for being here with us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
So I guess we're here to talk about the Miami Dolphins. So tell us a little bit more about your internship, how you got it, and what you did while you were there.
Okay, so long story short, I came here, had no idea what I wanted to do. I was an exercise science major and took a couple classes, was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And my academic advisor at the time, Dr. Mendel, said, Mason, knowing your personality a little more, I think you should go to sport business. So I talked to Dr. Kalachek, came here to play football, had no idea what I wanted to do, and just listened to Dr. Kalachek and just worked hard. And my sophomore year, I went to a job fair where I met one of the managers from the Dolphins, and we connected really well, and he liked my personality, and I went down there my sophomore year going into my junior year, and then my junior year going into my senior year, summers.
So you've been there for 2 years,
yes.
2 summers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that's awesome. Where do you normally stay when you're there?
The first summer I stayed in it was called Vacation Village. It was in Weston, Florida, which was about 30-minute commute to the stadium, so that was pretty cool. And then the second summer, I met some good friends down there, and I was lucky enough to live with my buddy Orlando Prescott with his family for the summer. So that was really, really cool. And, I got to meet more people that lived there locally, so that was a really good experience
fun,
too, yeah.
Fun. Okay, so did you meet any Miami Dolphins players, coaching staff while you were there?
Actually, that's really cool that you say that. We actually had a community service day where the whole organization of the Miami Dolphins, the players, the marketing staff, the sales staff, everyone from the ground up went into an elementary school where we painted the inside of schools, made gardens, and we were set into like 25 different groups. And I was with like 3 NFL players, and I was chatting it up, talking about Mount Union football, and they're asking me if I knew a couple players. And I was telling them I was a really big Michael James fan. He was an Oregon running back, and he was there that day, and I was lucky enough to get introduced to him, and I got a picture taken with him, so that was really cool.
Very cool. That's very fun. So what was the coolest thing you learned about the Miami Dolphins that most people do not know while you were interning?
I guess something you could say you would learn that's really cool is like just getting to know people in general. Like the more people you know, the more you learn. So I was around very older, more mature people that took their profession very seriously. And with that being said, every time I was around people, they were pushing me to my max and connecting with people. And so just being around the people just pushed me to my max. And so with that being said, I guess what I learned was networking.
Which is very important, especially in sport business. Did you learn anything about professional football that most people wouldn't know?
Yeah, that it's as you're playing football, as you grow up, it's more of a fun thing, and you kind of do it. And once you get to the college level, it's about half business and half fun. If you're not producing, you're not playing, and the best players play. Once you go to the NFL, it's strictly business. If you're not producing, you're not playing. There's some very talented players in the NFL that don't play today just because they can't produce at a certain time. So I learned that the NFL is just very strict and very professional.
Cool. How would you compare this to any other internship or job that you've had before?
This was my very first professional job, I would say. So, in the past, I've always worked. I'm from Ashland, Ohio, so if anybody knows Ashland, Ohio, it's very country. So from the time I was in 7th grade, I always worked on like local farms, and I worked in restaurants and things such as that. So going into a professional organization, I had a lot to learn. My first year was a really, really good learning experience, and the second year was too. So just being in a professional environment and wearing this kind of stuff all the time was just a very cool experience. So, and being around people like that.
All right, we have a question from Infantino. Did everyone there wear teal and orange all the time?
That's a good question. No, they did not. You could wear pretty much whatever you want as long as you shaved every day and you had a professional attire on. Well, obviously women didn't have to shave every day, but as long as everybody was professional. And some people did have some really cool teal and orange colors. So.
That's fun.
Ace BJ says, "Tell Mason I said I love him."
What's up, PJ? I love you, bro.
Brent Stellick said, "Tell Mason I'm still waiting on him to accept the job offer with the Browns."
Shout out to Brent. He's my one of my mentors. Very, really cool guy. He's a alumni from Mount, and he's helping me through this process as
Very
I'm
cool.
going through this.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for joining in, everyone, asking questions. If you've got more, keep them coming. What was one of the coolest things that happened while you were interning, either the first year or the second year, like the coolest experience?
Okay, I would say the first summer I was there. At first, the internship was unpaid. I was going down there on a limb, just trying to prove myself, and so I had to get 2 other jobs, including the internship. So I was working 3 different jobs, and there was a mall called the Weston Outlet Mall. It's one of the biggest malls in America, they say. And I worked in a couple of retail stores in there. One was called Calvin Klein, and one was Under Armour. And the diversity of people and culture that was in there was insane. I was the only white person working in there, and it's just learning Portuguese and Spanish and people coming at you and learning customer service along with the sales process I was learning with the Dolphins was really, really cool experience.
So did you have to do the same thing again the second year?
No, they
You proved yourself?
I tried to prove myself. I was lucky enough to prove myself, and I got to get paid the second internship, so it was pretty cool.
Awesome. So what is some advice that you might give to young sport business majors, like freshmen, sophomores, even juniors?
The advice I would give is just to work hard. You know, nowadays people are always getting the cheap pat on the backs for doing something cool, when really we should reinforce the work ethic. People don't work hard nowadays. The reinforce itself as achieving your goal should be cool enough. No one should say good job. That hard work you put in is what should be reinforced. So I just want to tell everybody, just work hard and be yourself.
Do you have any networking tips for young sport business majors? If you're able to meet so many people, it seems like, how can they do that too?
The best networking advice I would say would be just to talk to Dr. Kalachek. he's the man. He knows a lot of people, and I want to give a shout out to all the sport business professors too. Lori Brawl, James Toman, James Kalachek, really cool people, and they really truly care about their students, and it just shows how everybody's getting connected into the sport business world. So just work hard, show that you want to work hard, and everything else will really kind of come into place.
Awesome. Okay, so I guess if anyone else has questions, feel free to tune in now. The last one we've got for you is, what are your future plans?
That's a good question. I guess my immediate short-term plans would be to, work in inside sales at a professional team, try to work as hard as I possibly can, and prove myself, and then, hopefully be a leader in the sports industry someday. And then my minor is entrepreneurship. So, someday down the road, I want to start and run my own business. Who knows what that's going to be? So, just
awesome.
Keep working hard, I guess.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks so much, Mason.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Big game. Well, oh, wait, go.
What sport would you want to work in if given the choice?
Definitely the NFL. Football has always been my passion my whole life. I love all sports, though. I would want to work in the NBA and baseball as well. Hockey would be fun. But the NFL, there's a sense of urgency in the NFL. There's only 16 games in the season, so that makes more people want to come, and it's something you could use as leverage, is talking to somebody on the phone.
Would you want to go back to Miami, or would you rather go somewhere colder, somewhere warmer? Not really any warmer than Miami, but...
I guess I want to go where there's really, really good people and there's an opportunity to grow.
That's an awesome answer. All right, well, like you said, thanks again, Mason. We'll see you on the field this Saturday.
Thanks, guys.